Good wishes to all. This is S. Sasikla from Department of Commerce. Now we are going to discuss about the topic financial services. Financial services means all type of activities which are of financial nature can be carried out under the topic financial services. Financial services nothing but the mobilizing and allocating savings, and it is also include transformation of savings into investment. The financial services otherwise called as financial intermediation. Now, the features of financial services. It is purely customer oriented. Like other service industry, financial industry is also customer oriented one. Then intangible, it is of standardized or reproduced in the same form. Then simultaneous performance, production and supply of financial services is be performed simultaneously. Dominance of human element, it is dominated by human beings as they are people intensive. Perishability, the financial services is immediately consumed and hence inventories cannot be created. Then the importance of financial services. Under that first one, economic growth. The financial service industry mobilizes the savings from the people and channels them into productive investment by way of various services to the people. Economic development of a nation depends entirely on the savings or investment. Second feature is promotion of savings. The financial service industry providing transformation services by way of promoting savings to the country. It also provides liability, assets, and size transformation services on the basis of numerous small deposits. It also provides maturity transformation services like short term claim to savers on their liquid deposit and providing long term loans to borrowers. Then, third importance is capital formation. The financial service industry facilitates the function of intermediation between savers and investors by providing a means and medium of exchange and by undertaking innumerable services. Then next, contribution to GNP. GNP is nothing but gross national product. The contribution of financial services to GNP has been going on increasing year after year in almost all countries. Creation of employment opportunities. Because of financial services, more number of employment opportunities can be created to millions of peoples all over the world. The next, scope of financial services. The entire financial services is covered or carried out in different activities like traditional activities and modern activities. In case of traditional activities, the financial intermediaries have been rendering a wide range of services. It encompasses both capital and money market. Again, it is subgrouped into two heads, fund-based activities and non-fund-based activities. Under fund-based activities, the underwriting of or investment in shares, debentures, bonds of new issues, that is otherwise called as primary market activities, and it also deals with secondary market activities. Participating in money market instruments like commercial papers, certificates of deposits, treasury bills, and discounting of bills, etc. And it also involved in equipment leasing, hire purchase, venture capital, and seed capital. It is nothing but the additional finance which is provided to the business. Apart from that, it also deals with foreign exchange market activities. And coming to the non-fund based activities, the pre and post issue activities as per SEBI guidelines, which manages capital issues, arrangements for the placement of capital and debt instruments with investment institutions, securing funds from financial institutions for clients' projects or working capital, which provide a lot of support to the business peoples. The next, assisting is obtaining government clearances. Then second thing is modern activities. Under modern activities, apart from financial support, this financial institutions are providing lot of sub services to the industry for developing in various ways. Under that first one is project advisory services, which deals with all kind of advices related to the production and management is provided. Second, merger and acquisition. If two companies are willing to join together and one company can purchase another company by way of acquisition. And capital restructuring, that restructuring may be done either through external or internal restructuring. And trustee services, the services which is done by the trustee peoples for the development or the upliftment of the business. And management restructuring, the based on the business conditions, the management structure can be reframed, depends upon the convenient of the business peoples. Then joint ventures is nothing but the business can be jointly done by accepting another group of peoples either through management or through the workings of the business. Then rehabilitation of sick companies. Sick companies is first of all the companies who's not earning the profit or not doing well for the past years. So that companies has to be rehabilitated by way of the support which is provided by the financial activities. And risk hedging. Hedging is nothing but the support or the risk free from the business activities. Then portfolio management and risk management, funding source advice, the sources where the funds can be arranged, that also advice is provided by the through modern activities. Then capital market services and promoting credit rating agencies. Then next, causes for financial innovation. Financial innovation is nowadays treated as a very important or significant place in the financial services. uh, Financial intermediaries have to perform the task of financial innovation because of changing needs of the economy and to help the investors cope with an increasingly volatile and uncertain marketplace. There is a direct necessity for the financial intermediaries to go for innovation because of the following reasons. First, low profitability. Low profitability is a major financial intermediary, namely the banks, has been very much affected in recent times. There is a decline in the profitability of traditional banking products. So they have been compelled to seek out new products which may fetch high returns. Keen competition. The entry of many financial intermediaries in the financial sector market has led to severe competition among themselves. This keen competition has paved the way for the entry of varied nature of innovative financial products so as to meet the varied requirements of the investors. Economic liberalization. India's program is focusing towards economic liberalization. This realm of financial sector constitutes the most important component of India. The recent economic liberalization measures opened the door to foreign competitors to enter into domestic market. Deregulation through elimination of exchange controls and interest rate ceilings have made the market more competitive. Innovation has become a most for survival. Improved communication technology. The communication technology has become so advanced nowadays, even though the world issuers can be linked with the investors in the global financial market without any difficulty by means of offering so many options and opportunities. Hence, innovative products are brought into the domestic market in no time. Customer service. The customers' expectations are very great. They want newer products at lower cost or at lower interest to replace the existing ones. So to meet these kind of customer expectations and customer satisfaction, the financial intermediaries are constantly undertaking research so that the new product can be invented in the market to suit the requirements of the investing public. Innovation thus helps them in soliciting new business. Global impact. Many of the providers and users of capital have changed their roles all over the world. Financial intermediaries have come out of their traditional approach and they are ready to assume more credit risks. As a consequence, many innovations have taken place in the global financial sector, which has its own impact on the domestic sector also. Then, last, investor awareness. With the growing awareness among the investing public, there has been a distinct shift from investing the savings in physical assets such as gold, silver, and land to financial assets like shares, debentures, and all. Again, with the financial assets, they go into risk free to get safeguard from any kind of risk. They are also ready to deposit to risky investment in shares by way of expecting large volume of returns. To meet the growing awareness of the public, innovation has become the need of the hour. Thank you.